Good evening, and thank you for joining us this evening for our city council meeting. We'll go ahead and get started. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Cheatham.
Here. Here.
Here.
Here.
Here.
Black.
Here. She was very, very seriously doing something over there. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, after which, if you would remain standing for an invocation, which will be offered by Pastor Star Reardon, representing First Congressional United Church of Christ Church. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So I am Pastor Starr, and I'm from the First Congregational.
What did I
Church.
say? Did I not say that?
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry.
You made me so official. Please join me in prayer. Creator God, welcome to this place as we gather about to do the important work of the city. As we gather here, we outstretch our arms and make everyone welcome. We ask for a united city that joins hands with one another to work for the greater good of all. Put your special blessing upon Scott and Rick, on Josh and Linda and Brent and Connie and Brian and Jared and Corey. Lord, help them have open minds and open hearts. Help them have ears to hear one another. Help them to have mouths that speak truth and hearts that are open to the greater needs that we have. We ask all of these things in your many names. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. And once again, Pastor Stark, please forgive me. I appreciate it.
I think she has a grudge.
She doesn't hold a grudge, I know that. Thank you. We'll move to agenda item number 3 is a consent agenda. The following business items may be approved by one motion and a vote. If any one member of the council so desires, any matter listed can be moved to a separate agenda item. A, material claims. Council may wish to consider the material claims for the period of February 1 through 15, 2023. B, treasurer's report. Council may wish to approve the corrected treasurer's report for November 2022, showing cash and investments as of November 30, 2022. Correcting an error and approving and approve the treasurer's report for December 2022, showing cash and investments as of December 31, 2022. C, Animal Shelter Advisory Board reappointment. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's reappointment of Arlen Walker to continue serving as a member of the Animal Shelter Advisory Board. Arlen's term will begin February 18, 2023, and will expire February 18, 2025. D, Housing Alliance and Community Partnership appointment. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's appointment of Peter Gonzalez to serve as a member of the Housing Alliance Community Partnership Board, replacing Charlene Reddish, who resigned. Peter's term will begin February 17, 2023, and will expire June 23, 2024. E, Human Relations Advisory Committee appointment. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's appointment of James Wardell to serve as a member of the Human Relations Advisory Committee, replacing Caitlin Panku, who resigned. James' term will begin February 17, 2023, and expire January 8, 2025.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
I would make a motion to approve and confirm agenda item 3, A through E, as specified.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilmember Mangum and a second by Lurick. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Thank you. We'll move to agenda item 4, proclamation and communications. We have no proclamations, so we'll move to agenda item 5 is a calendar review. Council may wish to take this opportunity to inform other council members of upcoming meetings and events that should be called to their attention. On March 2nd, 5:30 p.m., council clarification meeting. March 2nd, 6 p.m., regular city council meeting. March 9, 9 a.m. will be a city council work session. Other events, the 43rd Annual Simplot Games will be held February 16, 17, and 18, 2023 at Idaho State University's Holt Arena. City offices will be closed February 20th to observe President's Day. However, garbage and recycle pickups will remain on schedule. Community Rec Center hours on President's Day will be 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Applications for Pocatello's Promise of Tomorrow Mayoral Scholarship for student programs are being accepted through February 28th. And as a reminder, please keep sidewalks clear of snow and ice, and please do not throw snow in the street. It becomes a driving hazard. Agenda item 6. Oh, I don't have my public hearing stuff. I knew I forgot something. Agenda item 6 is a public hearing, proposed fiscal year 2023 budget amendments. This time has been set aside for the council to hear comments from the public regarding proposed fiscal year 2023 budget amendments. I do know I have to do this. I declare the public hearing open. That's about all I remember.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Eugene Hill with the Finance Department. I've invited Bonnie from the Finance Department to come and help me because I can't read it this time. Nothing to worry about, but I'd like to just take a minute, if I could, just for the public, that the reason that we do budget amendments is because when we do the budget, it's done in fiscal year 2022. We cannot account for, all of the grants we're going to get, all of the supply shortages that have happened in the past, where we'll get trucks, a few of those, we'll be reading those. And so that is the reason why we have these budget amendments, to allow us to have a more efficient budget, to utilize the cash and things that we have more efficiently. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Bonnie so she could go ahead and read the 26 items that we have.
Hello, Mayor, City Council, Bonnie Schrader, Finance Department. I've been calling him Rockstar all day. All right, the itemized budget amendments. Number 1, General Fund 001, Mayor's Office, $5,592, the revenue source being from Fund 78. The department would like to use the fund set aside in Fund 78 to purchase Next Request FOIA workflow software. Number 2, General Fund 1, Mayor's Office, $1,000 donation. This donation is from the League of Idaho Cities for the Youth Council for Fentanyl Awareness Campaign. Number 3, General Fund 001, Mayor's Office, $1,150 donation from Blue Cross of Idaho for the mayor's participation in the Mayor's Walking Challenge. These funds are to be used for health and fitness-related programs for the community. Number 4, General Fund 001, Police Department, $122,000 coming from Revenue Source Fund 78. The department would like to use the funds that were set aside in Fund 78 to purchase vehicles previously approved in fiscal year 22, but were not able to be purchased due to supply chain issues. Number 5, General Fund 001, Police Department, $10,000. Department's requesting the fuel budget allotted to animal control for the ordinance officers to be transferred to the police department due to the officers being transferred to the police department. Number 6, General Fund 1, Fire Department, $1,271 grant from the Idaho Fire Chiefs Association to purchase an iPad. Number 7, General Fund 001, Fire Department, $1,182. This is a reimbursement for travel. Number 8, General Fund 001, Fire Department, $5,000 coming from Fund 78. It is a AFG grant from FEMA. The grant is match funds to move to Fund 78 until the equipment can be purchased they purchased in January 2023. General Fund number 1 for line item number 9, Fire Department, $48,631. It is AFG grant funds received in December for extrication equipment. Number 10, General Fund 001, Fire Department, $120,719. It is grant funds matching again from AFG to move into Fund 78 until they can purchase a wildland engine brush truck. Item number 11, General Fund 001, Fire Department, $49,846, coming from Fund 78. This is a required match funds for the brush truck that was moved into Fund 78. Number 12, General Fund 001, Fire Department, $341,131 to Fund 78. It's an ICCU donation and match funds. That's going to be moved to Fund 78 until 2 wildland engine brush trucks can be purchased. Line number 13, General Fund 001, Fire Department, $25,000. Funds were set aside for this purchase of a fire prevention vehicle at the end of fiscal year 22. Number 14, Fund 003, the Street Fund, $227,402. Coming from Fund 77, the department would like to move the funds from Fund 77, which was set aside for a capital purchase, back into their fund, so they have the means to use those reserves. Number 15, Fund 004, the Parks Department. This is the Recreation Fund for $78,917. This is the fund balance. The department would like to use these funds set aside to finish the resurfacing of the Ross Park Pool. Number 16, Fund 005, the Cemetery Fund, specifically Brady Chapel, $65,000, coming from Fund 962. The department would like to use the funds set aside for the facade fund for the restoration project of the Brady Chapel. Budget amendment number 17, Fund 009, Transit, the Urban Fund, $724,744. It's a grant and match. The department would like to use the grant funds from FTA 5307 and match funds from CDBG for an urban ADA sidewalk program. Budget amendment number 18, Fund 009, Transit, the Urban Fund, $431,000 grant. They would like to use this grant from the FTA CARES and the FTA ARPA funds for an urban transit coach purchase. Budget item, amendment item number 19, Fund 009 Transit, the Urban Fund, $575,000, grants and advertisement revenue. The department would like to use the grant funds from FTA 5339 Small Urban Capital Grant and PRT Urban Advertising revenues for the purchase of 2 cutaway buses. Number 20, Fund 008 Transit. This is the Rural Fund, $525,000, grants and fund balances. The department would like to use the grant funds from FTA 5339 Small Urban Capital Grant and PRT Rural Revenues for the purchase of 2 cutaway buses. Okay, we're getting there. Number 21, Fund 31, the Water Department, $16,140, the fund balance. During the budget preparation for FY23, the administration fee expense for the water's debt service fund was not increased, creating a deficit and a shortfall in that fund. So we need to increase this expense to keep the budget whole. Number 22, Fund 32, WPC, $465,000. The department would like to use the funds that were set aside to purchase a 2022 Kenworth T880 combo truck in FY22, but was not able to purchase it due to supply chain issues. Number 23, Fund 50, Information Technology, $8,000 grant. The department would like to use a grant funds from SUGA, S-U-G-A. That is their fund balance for Central Square training for IT, Human Resources, and Finance Department. Number 24, Fund 53, Employee Wellness Fund, $18,344. It's a refund due to an overpayment from Blue Cross of Idaho. The Employee Wellness Fund would like to approve to use these funds toward the health and fitness program for the employees. Number 25, Fund 70 Street Federal Aid Fund, $75,000 comes from the fund balance. The street department would like to use these funds to complete the Clark Street ADA improvement project. And number 26, Fund 71, Alternate Transportation Fund, $220,000 coming from Fund 78. We'd like to use these funds from Fund 78 as a startup for the Alternate Transportation Fund. The first project out of this fund will be for sidewalks, curb, and gutter for Center Street. This fund will be for future alternate transportation projects. The summary and the total amount of all amendments is $4,221,709. Any questions?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
So on item number 16, you state that the funds are coming from a facade fund. What is that facade fund?
Do we have anybody here for?
So I might be able to answer that. Years ago, the city council set aside a facade fund to help the downtown area or the historic preservation area to do some upgrades on their facade and things. It's a fund that just has never been utilized. And so as we looked at this, we're looking to make sure that we get the Brady Chapel up and to snuff and doing the, looking the way it should and not falling apart around us. And so that was money that was set aside for historic buildings for the facade. And this is a historic building, one that we feel is pretty important. And so we felt like it was important to transfer the money over there and use it here. Nobody over the last, I would say, at least 10 years has really been looking at it. And
Right.
And-
So it's
and
not very
ask for it.
popular?
No.
Okay.
And this will exhaust the fund nearly,
I believe
pretty
so.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions, council? Okay, Bonnie, Jean, have you had any written correspondence that the council has not seen in your office?
No.
No? Madam Clerk, have we received any
No
in your
correspondence,
office?
sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. With that, I'd look for testimony supporting the application. I would look for testimony on committed to the application.
Good evening, Council. Heather Disselkoon. I just have a point of clarification. Last week at the work session, I believe is on the 9th, and then tonight, the total given for all amendments was $4,221,709. If you look at page 2 of the handout, and I looked at the notice and the ISJ, the total given is $4,162,069. And so I just want to verify. I think probably the figure that appears on page 5 in the middle in the narrative was a mistake, but I just want to verify that the actual amount is $4,162,069. Thank you.
Thank you. Any others uncommitted to the application? Any opposed to the application? Okay, then seeing none, I would look for Bonnie or Jean, if you would like to clarify that.
And my apologies for my glasses here.
We didn't catch that in the body of the amendment handout. So the total is $4,162,069.
That is what's in the ordinance too. And so Heather, good catch. Thank you. But that's what's in the ordinance too. And so I kind of went, wait a minute, what is this too, when I heard the 4,200,000. So with that, then I declare the public hearing closed. And if I can get back to the agenda, we'll move to agenda item number 7. Agenda item number 7, 2022 and 2019 State of Idaho Hazmat Search and Rescue Grants. Fire Department. Council may wish to approve the Pocatello Fire Department Pocatello Fire Department to participate in and accept funding through the following programs, and if approved, authorize the mayor's signature on all pertinent documents subject to legal department review. A, State Homeland Security Fiscal Year 2022 Grant Program. This annual grant provides support for equipment and training to RRT 6 Hazmat in the amount of $20,000 and ITRT 3A Technical Rescue in the amount of $7,000. And B, State Homeland Security Fiscal Year 2019 Grant Program. This annual grant provides support for equipment and training to RRT 6 Hazmat in the amount of $20,000. The grant period agreement is for 3 years.
Mr. Mayor?
Oh, there's no local match. Yes, Councilwoman Lurick.
I beat you to it.
Yeah.
Was the placement of the action item that threw me. I move that we approve the fire department to participate and accept these grants as outlined in agenda item number 7, and authorize the mayor's signature on all pertinent documents subject to legal department review.
Second.
We have you know what? I'm giving it to Council President Cheatham. He has a delay. He tried and he was loud.
Not my fault.
We have a motion by Councilmember Lurick and a second by Council President Cheatham. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Yes?
Thank you. I won't do that again. I had to give him one.
Challenges.
I didn't think you could hear it. Agenda item 8. Joanna Favreau Fund for Historic Preservation Grant Application, Brady Chapel Exterior Restoration. Council may wish to approve submission of a grant application, and if awarded, authorize the mayor's signature on all pertinent documents to the National Trust for Historic Preservation for the Joanna Favreau Fund for Historic Preservation grant in the amount of $15,000, subject to legal department review. A local match of $15,000 will be funded through the Historic Preservation Commission funds. Sufficient matching resources are available for the local match and remaining project cost, which total $87,000. The project in the amount of $102,000 will include the exterior restoration of the historic James H. Brady Memorial Chapel.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I would move to approve agenda item number 8 as listed.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilmember Nichols and a second by Lurick. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Yes?
Yes.
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 Thank you. Agenda item 9, U.S. Department of Transportation RAISE Grant and MOU North Portneuf Crossing. Council may wish to approve submission of a grant application and memorandum of understanding MOU, and if awarded, authorize the mayor's signature on all pertinent documents subject to the legal department review to the U.S. Department of Transportation Rebuilding America Infrastructure with Sustainability and Equality RAISE Grant Program in the amount of $7,750,000. Subject to legal department review, there is no local match required. The North Portneuf Crossing project will include critical transportation infrastructure improvements at the North Craft Road and North Main Extension intersections, as well as bicycle, pedestrian, and transit upgrades.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
I Make a motion that we approve agenda item 9 as specified herein, authorizing your signature and subject to legal department review.
Second.
We have a motion by Mangum and a second by Mansfield. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Thank you. Agenda item 10, Employee Assistance Program Contract Change Human Resources. Council may wish to approve and authorize the mayor's signature, subject to legal department review, on a contract with Bloomquist Health Solutions for the Employee Assistance Program, EAP, provided by the city effective March 1, 2023. The enhanced program is required in the collective bargaining agreements, will cost $19 per employee per month. The standard program will cost $3.49 per employee per month. The funding for the price change will be absorbed within the existing budgets of the Human Resources Department, Police Department, and Fire Ambulance Departments.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I move that we approve the contract change for the Employee Assistance Program as outlined in agenda item number 10, authorize the mayor's signature and subject to legal department review.
Second.
Second.
Cheatham got a third.
He
I
got a
the
third.
second. He's a third.
Okay, I'm going to give it to
the
you.
third
Relax. Cheatham, he's a lot bigger than you are. So we have a motion by Lyric and a second by Marchand. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
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 He was ready to go fight for that second. That was good. Agenda item 11, airport lease termination, lease agreements, and resolutions. Council may wish to approve and authorize the mayor to sign the following agreements and resolutions for property at the airport. A termination of lease agreement for the half warehouse lease between the city and McNabb Trucking, and if approved, B, a lease agreement and resolution between the city and McNabb Trucking for a full warehouse, approximately 9,216 square feet, for the purpose of storage of personal and business equipment and operation of their trucking business. The rental rate will be $1,033 per month. And C, a lease agreement and resolution between the city and Ave Center for a full warehouse, approximately 9,216 square feet, for the purpose of cold storage of vehicles and equipment. The rental rate will be $975.62 per month. Both leases will be for a 5-year term, with both rental rates and will be increased annually at least the amount of the CPI for the previous year, with a full rate review in 2026 and every 5 years thereafter.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I would move that we approve and authorize you to sign the following agreements with A, the termination of the lease agreement between City and McNabb Trucking, B, the lease agreement resolution between the City and McNabb Trucking, and C, a lease agreement and resolution between the City and Ave Center for the full warehouse.
Second.
Subject to legal department review, I'm assuming?
It doesn't say anywhere in that. If you
Okay,
want it, you can
we're
have
not-
it.
we're not
Subject
gonna-
to,
We won't have them.
I assumed it's already been reviewed.
I've got
and
a-
they're
I've got a
already.
second.
I assumed as much.
We've already got a second. We're not doing it. We've got a motion by Mansfield and a second by Mangum. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Thank you. I can assure you the mayor will not sign anything without legal department review, regardless if you add that to a motion or not. Agenda item 12, Bird Rides Incorporated Memorandum of Understanding. Council may wish to approve the mayor's signature on a memorandum of understanding subject to legal department review with Bird Rides Incorporated to provide stand-up electric scooter service owned and operated by Bird Rides Incorporated within the city limits.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I would move to approve agenda item 12, authorizing your signature on a memorandum of understanding subject to legal department review with Bird Rides, Inc.
Second.
We have a motion by Mangum and a second by Nichols. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Can I just make a quick comment
Sure.
on that one? I do want to just let the public know that there is a part in this MOU that says that we can end this contract with 30 days' notice if there is any trouble or any concerns that we have. If we don't feel that it's working out, that we have the option to end this. So it's kind of a trial, and we're hoping that it's going to work out really well. But if there are any problems, we do have that out. So for those that had concerns.
Thank you. We'll move to agenda item 13, piggyback bid Sourcewell contract for roll-off refuse truck sanitation department. Council may wish to approve a piggybacking Sourcewell contract number 060920-PMC via Peterbilt for the procurement of one Peterbilt 567 with Garbeth body for $266,871 with a potential quarterly payment increase no higher than $293,559. This procurement has been planned in the sanitation department for fiscal year 2023 budget. Council may also wish to authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents subject to legal department review.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
I move that we approve agenda item 13 as specified, authorizing your signature on all applicable documents, subject to legal department review.
Second.
Yes, he got it. Great job. We've got a motion by Mansfield and a second by Cheatham. That was awesome.
That was
Motion by Ming.
by Mangum.
Oh, what, by who?
Mangum.
Maine.
Yeah.
Oh, I said
Said
Mansfield?
We look a lot alike.
It messed you up.
They do look a lot like, he did mess
He
me
had
up.
to yell second halfway through
They're-
his.
They do look like twins. A motion by Mangum, a second by Cheatham. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Yes?
Thank you. I might just make a comment here. There's two different prices here. The way the industry's been going, we're pretty confident that we've been given the one price. If they jack it up, we have to have that balance because that's what the world's been treating us and what's been happening in the truck industry right now. And so if it goes any higher than that second price, then we will not do that, buy that product without it coming in front of the council again. So just wanted to remind the council of that. We'll move to agenda item 14, piggyback bid for Sourcewell contract for 2 dump plow trucks, street department. Council may wish to approve piggybacking Sourcewell contract number 060920-PMC via Peterbilt for the procurement of 2 Peterbilt 367s with Henderson body and snow removal implements for $685,880 with a potential quarterly price increase no higher than $755,668. This procurement has been planned in the street operations FY23 budget. Council may also wish to authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents subject to legal department review.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes, Councilmember Mangum.
Thank you, sir. I move to approve agenda item 14 as specified and approve your signature on on all applicable documents, subject to legal department review.
Second.
We have a motion by Mangum and a second by Mansfield, his twin. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Yes?
Thank you. Agenda item 15, piggyback bid of Sourcewell contract for 1 dump truck water department. Council may wish to approve piggybacking Sourcewell contract number 060920-PMC via Peterbilt for the procurement of 1 Peterbilt 567 with Williamson body for $209,783 with a potential quarterly price increase no higher than $232,562 This procurement has been planned in the Water Department fiscal year 2023 budget. The council may wish to authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents subject to legal department review.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
I move to approve agenda item 15 as specified, authorizing your signature on all applicable documents, subject to legal department review.
Second.
We have a motion by Mangum and a second by Mansfield. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Thank you. Agenda item 16, piggyback bid of City of Pocatello contract for microsurfacing services, Street Department. Council may wish to approve piggybacking the 2019 City of Pocatello contract with Valley Slurry Seal for 2023 microsurfacing services in the approximate amount of $670,000, which has been budgeted in the Street Department FY 2023 budget. Council may wish to authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents, subject to legal department review.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I would move to approve agenda item 16 as specified here, authorizing your signature on all applicable documents, subject to legal department review.
Second.
We have a motion by Mangum and a second by Mansfield. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Thank you. Agenda item 17, on-call traffic engineering services contract, Street Department. Council may wish to adopt the recommendations of staff and award a bid for on-call traffic engineering services to 6 Mile Engineering. Council may also wish to authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents, subject to legal department review. Funds for the contract have been budgeted in the Street Department FY 2023 budget.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes. I thought it was going to be the Mangum show tonight, but
Take it. You can
go ahead.
I move that we approve the engineering services contract with the street department with 6 Mile Engineering and authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents subject to legal department review.
Second.
We have a motion by Lyric and a second by Mangum. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Thank you. We will move to agenda item 18A, an ordinance approving an amendment to fiscal year 2023 appropriations. Ordinance increasing the total fiscal year expenditures by $4,162,069 to account for additional revenues, including grant funds received by the city to use previously unappropriated cash balance for unanticipated expenses occurred by the city. Council, how do you wish to have this ordinance read? Yes.
I move that ordinance agenda item 18A be read only by title and placed on final passage for publication, and that the whole ordinance be submitted for publication.
Second.
We have a motion by Mansfield and a second by Mangum. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Jared, could you please read the ordinance?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the City of Pocatello, a municipal corporation of Idaho, amending ordinance number 3105, the appropriation ordinance for the fiscal period October 1, 2022 through September 30, 2023, providing for an increase in expenditures in the following funds: General Fund, Street Fund, Parks and Recreation Fund, Cemetery Fund, Transit Rural Fund, Transit Urban Fund, Water Fund, WPC Fund, Information Technology Fund, Employee Wellness Fund, Street Federal Aid Fund, and Engineering Alternate Transportation Fund, which increases the total fiscal year expenditures by $4,162,069, providing that the revenue to pay for said increases shall be derived from grants, unexpected revenues, and previously unappropriated cash balances, providing that all other portions of ordinance number 3105 shall remain in full force and effect, providing that this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage, approval, and publication according to law.
I declare that to be the final reading of the ordinance. Shall the ordinance pass?
Yes.
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 Thank you. Agenda item 18B, an ordinance vacating and abandoning the public's interest in platted rights of way identified as a 60-foot wide strip of land being a portion of 4th Avenue, a 60-foot wide strip of land being a portion of Connor Street, and a 20-foot wide alley in Block 335 Pocatello Town Site, and distributing said vacated land to the adjacent owner, Roy F. Miller. Said vacation was approved by the City Council Resolution 2000-31 dated November 2nd, 2000.
Mr. Mayor,
Council, how do you wish it to be read?
sorry, I forget you.
That's
had
all
asked
right.
that
I forget I
question.
have to say it too.
I move the ordinance agenda item 18B be read only by title and placed on final passage for publication, and that only the ordinance summary sheet be submitted for publication.
Second.
Oh, man, I'm sorry, Councilman Cheatham, but Mangum got it. We have a motion by Mansfield and a second by Mangum. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Jared, could you please read the ordinance?
I could if I didn't just close it. I'll be right there. An ordinance of the City of Pocatello, a municipal corporation of Idaho, abandoning and vacating the public's interest in a 60-foot wide strip of land being a portion of 4th Avenue, a 60-foot wide strip of land being a portion of Connor Street, and a 20-foot wide alley in Block 355 Pocatello Town Site, all parcels being particularly described on the attached Exhibit A, providing that the public rights of way herein vacated shall be distributed in their entirety to the adjoining current property owner, Roy F. Miller, in accordance with Idaho Code Sections 50-311 and 50-1306A, as deemed to be in the best interests of the owner of the vacated property and for the public good, providing that this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage, approval, and publication according to law.
I declare that to be the final reading of the ordinance. Shall the ordinance pass?
Yes.
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 Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us tonight. With that, we are adjourned.